Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Andi Dorfman shuts down the haters during pregnancy. Andi Dorfman has shut down the haters during her pregnancy. She is not having it. However, she did admit that she is very hormonal. Regardless, no pregnant woman should be receiving hate whatsoever. She and her husband, Blaine Hart, are pregnant with their first child, and they are so excited. Keep reading to find out more about this situation. Andi Dorfman and Blaine Hart are pregnant. Andi Dorfman is married to Blaine Hart. This was after her time on The Bachelorette. Her relationship with Josh Murray did not work out. However, it all happened for a reason. She froze her eggs in fear that she would not be able to get pregnant when she was older. However, she revealed that she and her husband were able to conceive their child naturally. They may need to use her frozen eggs in the future due to their age, so she is keeping them. Blaine and Andi have revealed that they are having a baby girl. How exciting! She shuts down the haters. Andi Dorfman posted that she was eating a steak salad for lunch. However, this resulted in her receiving hate for eating red meat during pregnancy. It seems that Andi just wants to be pregnant and be able to be transparent without having negative comments. Fans do not blame her. She is doing a great job and will make a great mother. Andi does not need all the hate she is receiving. A lot of them started when she ate some steak. She is not doing anything bad and is trying her best during this emotional time. Andi Dorfman, the strong, outspoken former Bachelorette, has faced her fair share of public scrutiny over the years. But nothing could have prepared her for the whirlwind of opinions that came when she announced she was expecting her first child. A beautiful moment that should have been filled with joy and excitement quickly became an overwhelming tide of unsolicited advice, judgments, and even criticism. However, true to her nature, Andi was not one to sit back and let the negativity win. Instead, she faced it head-on, with grace and confidence, sending a powerful message that resonated far beyond the confines of her own experience. It all began with a simple Instagram post, a glowing picture of Andi and her husband, Blaine Hart, standing by the beach. The soft sunlight reflected off the waves, casting a dreamy halo around the couple. Andi, her hand resting on her growing belly, smiled radiantly. "Baby Hart coming soon." The caption read, accompanied by a flurry of heart emojis and excited words of anticipation. In an instant, fans flooded the comments with congratulatory messages, but mixed in with the well wishes came the inevitable. Opinions about everything from her diet to her wardrobe, to how she should be carrying the baby. At first, Andi brushed it off. After all, she was no stranger to public commentary. She had dealt with it since her time on The Bachelorette, and had always managed to stay above the fray. But as the days passed, the comments became more intrusive. People questioned her choices, speculated about her health, and even made assumptions about her fitness to be a mother. "I can't believe you're still working out. Is that safe for the baby?" one follower asked. "That dress is too tight for a pregnant woman. Think about the baby's comfort," another commented. "You should be eating more. You look too thin." Someone else chimed in, offering advice Andi had never asked for. The criticism mounted, and soon it wasn't just strangers online. Tabloids picked up on the narrative, running stories about how Andi Dorfman's pregnancy habits were concerning, or how fans were worried about her baby's health. The barrage of negativity weighed heavily on Andi's heart. This was supposed to be one of the happiest times of her life, preparing to welcome a child into the world with the man she loved. Yet here she was, feeling judged and questioned at every turn. But Andi Dorfman wasn't about to let the haters dictate her story. One morning, as she sat in her cozy living room, sipping tea and scrolling through the latest round of comments, she felt a shift within herself. The doubt that had begun to creep in was now being replaced by a familiar fire. The same fire that had carried her through every obstacle she faced in her career and personal life. She decided it was time to take back control of her narrative. Andi opened her laptop and began typing. Her fingers flew across the keyboard as she crafted a response that was not only for the haters, but for every woman who had ever been judged for their choices during pregnancy. In her post, she acknowledged the pressure that pregnant women often face, the constant judgment, the unsolicited advice, the feeling of never being quite good enough in the eyes of others. But she also made it clear that her pregnancy was her own, and she would navigate it in a way that felt right for her and her family. To everyone out there who feels the need to comment on my pregnancy, thank you. But I got this, Andi wrote. This is my body, my baby, and my journey. Every woman experiences pregnancy differently, and what works for one may not work for another. I'm healthy, I'm happy, and most importantly, my baby is loved beyond measure. So, to anyone who has something to say about how I'm doing this, I respectfully say, mind your own business. Her post went viral within hours. Fans rallied around her, praising her for standing up for herself and for all the women who had ever been subjected to similar scrutiny. Fellow Bachelor Nation alums chimed in with their support, many sharing their own experiences of dealing with public judgment during pregnancy. Andi's words resonated deeply with women everywhere, pregnant or not, who had ever felt the pressure to meet societal expectations. But Andi didn't stop there. She decided to take her message even further, using her platform to raise awareness about the importance of supporting women through all stages of pregnancy, instead of tearing them down. She partnered with maternal health organizations to create campaigns that encouraged women to trust their bodies and instincts. She shared stories from other moms who had faced similar criticism and gave them a platform to speak out against the toxic culture of judgment that so often surrounds pregnancy. In interviews, Andi was candid about her own struggles. Being in the public eye can be challenging, but what's even more challenging is feeling like you have to live up to everyone else's expectations when it comes to your own body and your baby. Pregnancy is hard enough as it is. No one needs the extra stress of feeling like they're doing it wrong. Through it all, Andi continued to live her life on her terms. She embraced her pregnancy, worked out when she felt like it, wore whatever made her feel comfortable, and ate what her body craved. She shut down the noise and focused on what truly mattered: her health, her happiness, and the beautiful life growing inside her. In the end, Andi Dorfman's response to the haters was about more than just defending herself. It was a powerful reminder to all women to trust themselves, to be kind to one another, and to remember that no one else's opinion matters when it comes to their own bodies. As she looked forward to the arrival of baby Heart, Andi knew one thing for sure. She was more than ready for this next chapter, haters and all.